What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Savage Land. Welcome back to another episode of Pallet Picks. And yes, it's been a minute since I've done an episode of Pallet Picks, man. But what more better time than now with this character that I have right in front of me. And that is the Marvel Legends Warbird, which is a Target exclusive, which is hell to try to buy right now. Got this one from Nightdale in Raleigh. Seen it like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I ordered it through the Target app. This is a great action figure. This action figure is awesome, to be quite honest with you. Great articulation straight out the box. Great rendition of Warbird. Everything's just right, and there's not too much going on. It's very simple character. She has a simple costume, but that super hyper articulated body with the ab rocker and the ab crunch, with the torso rocker and the ab crunch. The only thing that sucks is you can't move her neck and head like that, but we'll get into her. But on today's episode of Pallet Picks, we're going to be talking about her. We're going to be talking about the Astonishing Wolverine, which is right behind her, and of course they all have the new super articulated bucks with the ab rocker, torso rocker, and ab crunch. And we're also going to talk about just a few other things, man. So I want to give a little bit of variety with the main dish being the Marvel's Warbird. So I'm not going to waste you guys' time anymore. Let's hop right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is the Albear from Dungeons and Dragons line, Hasbro product. The brown bear here, I just brought at Ollie's for like $10. I mean, this was a $50 product. I did a YouTube short like 8-9 months ago, wondering when this bear was gonna go on sale in Target, but it went past Target and went to Ollie's. I forgot this brother's name, but he hit me up on that story months later. It was like, hey yo, we got him up in Winston-Salem right now at Ollie's for 10. And I had just been in Winston-Salem, but I didn't stop in the Ollie's or anything like that. But I'm like, okay. But I was out in Charlotte the other day and swung by Ollie's. Lo and behold, this bear was in there for $10. Now the white one here I got from Amazon back in December around Christmas, on sale for $15. I didn't know they had the two different colors. Maybe this was a special one, the white one, but I actually like the brown one more. They had so many in Ollie's that you could army build 10 or 20 of these if you want, which I think would look sick. But I actually want 3 or 4 more of those brown ones, man. At $10, this is a builder figure right here. This is the size and heft of a builder figure. I think it's totally worth $10. I think it's totally worth $20, $25, to be honest with you. That $50 for something I'm not really attached to, no, I couldn't do that. But 10, I can do that, definitely, man. All right, up next we have my boy Astonishing Wolverine. It took me a couple of weeks just to try to see if this is my best Wolverine, but it is. This is a great Wolverine. Now, as you can see up here, I have the X-Men 97 Wolverine, which served as my best. It still is, man. To be quite honest with you, it's hard seeing him come around on this turntable here and looking at that cowl on that X-Men 97 Wolverine, but that is more an aesthetic thing. So basically it comes down to with this X-Men 97 Wolverine, this new Astonishing Wolverine with the torso rocker and the ab crunch on it, it really is like, which costume do you like best? Because as you can see, they're pretty much both getting busy. Now this other one, maybe it might be a little bit like a centimeter more of him that can crotch over because of this mechanism, but that's huge. I mean, as far as especially like more natural posing. But as far as also the Astonishing Wolverine, he just has a little bit more detail, especially with the arm hair. I'm looking at it now on him. I mean, he just has like a little bit more going on, man. But two great Wolverines. But this Astonishing Wolverine, I will say, pound for pound, just by inches, this is the better Wolverine. And the X-Men 97 one is not bad. As you can see, that one going around too. They're two beautiful figures. Also with this Wolverine here, you get extra hands, which is really not common in Wolverine. You're gonna get fists or claws. This one right here has a pointing figure. See more in the right hand. He has like a more sprawled out hand, and then down there below you can see he has one fist. They didn't give him 2 fists, I don't think, but 3 different little different hands give a little bit more expression to Wolverine, which I think is pretty dope. Like I said, the claws already have the thicker bladed claws, which I really like. But this face sculpt here on this Wolverine is, it's almost like a mix between comic book and real. So I have the patch head on there, and it fits on there. It snapped on the ball pretty good, but I mean, it's like pick your poison. The skin tones might be a little bit off, but to be honest with you, the patch head doesn't look right on it. He looks like a gay pirate or something. I don't know. But hey, pick your poison. If you were bummed out about not getting the X-Men 97 Wolverine right here, which looks fantastic, pick up that Astonishing, man. He's just as good. As a matter of fact, if not just as good, better. And he's ready, easy, available to get, $24.99. All right, let's get into the main course, and that is Miss Marvel, aka Warbird, aka Cal Danvers. And as far as this figure, like the title say, is she really worth it? Yes, she is. This is a great figure, great articulation. Has the torso rocker, the ab crunch, has the thigh cut. No ankle cut on this, or boot cut, shall you say, but she still moves great, man. She has great articulation, move like butter out the box, 2 great head sculpt, pretty much has the bicep swivel, everything you need for this to be a great character. What sucks about her is she's a Target exclusive, just like Wreckage, the Tiger Paw. Limited quantities, man, super limited quantities to drive the price of the aftermarket up. What I will say to you is this: sometimes when figures are limited and the hype goes up, that overrakes them. Not saying this figure is bad, but look, I brought it for $25. It feels like a $25 figure. I mean, it's great, and it moves great, and it feels great. But this is not nothing you should be paying like gold for, to be honest with you. And what I'm telling people to do is, they know we want this buck and on this character, but if I had a crystal ball, I'll almost say they're gonna put this character back out on a retro card and probably put her in her original blue costume, and just kind of work it in like that. But you will be able to get her one day. I would just keep checking the Target apps. How I came across her was really almost kind of like a miracle at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, but I would not chase this figure, even though I did. All right. So let's just go through her from top to bottom right quick. As you see here, she has a great head sculpt, great hair on her, but the hair prevents her from looking back in flight poses. But let's go down. She has that abdominal rocker. Nice paint job with the gold paint stripe. Looks like the upper body is black plastic, and they painted on the skin tone, as I was looking kind of a little bit closer in here at her, man. But looks good though, looks good. None of that as far as her sleeves or her tank top is sculpted, but where her butterfly joint is perfectly painted, because it's more kind of like in a more of like a tank top, or not even spaghetti strap, but as you can see, the butterfly joint fits in perfect with that clothing design, and the butterfly joint is definitely deep on her. Going down, like I said, the ab rocker, the ab crunch, legs look really good on her. Boots are actually sculpted. That line is sculpted on her thighs, and as you can see here, they put the boot cut in a funny spot I never seen before, which is great. This little sash I say she has on her is plastic, doesn't get in the way, but it's perfect. I'm actually glad that's not cloth. It's cool that it can stay in its position. It's soft plastic, it's not hurting anything, it stays out of the way. And as you can see, she doesn't have an ankle or like a boot cut or anything like that, and that thigh cut is kind of like in a midsection. It's in a weird place, but it works good for her. And as you see here, she has the extra head sculpt, which we'll put on with the sprawled out hands. The effect on her arms looks cool for what it is, man, but they definitely could have put some more accessories in as far as what she do. But she doesn't do much. She's a strong, powerful person, and her hand fizzes up like that, you know, whenever she's about to hit something, man. So how much more actually could you really do? Second head sculpt on her head here, you see the hair is kind of a little bit more flowing down. Still same problem, thick head of hair. I really can't knock them for that. So she can't look back up that much, man, but still a good looking head sculpt. And I'll just go ahead and show you the hands. I mean, it's the same old hands we've gotten with every female action figure. These sprawled out looking hands here. set back a little bit, but you guys seen this stuff before, so that's nothing important. So I wanted to bring Beast up here and put him on the turntable with these guys to kind of just show an example. Okay, so first we had Beast, I believe, come out in the Apocalypse wave or maybe something like that. Well, he was with a wave that was just way back in the day. This super, because he was one of the first with this this torso rocker and ab crunch. I know the 12-inch figures had it, but as far as the smaller Marvel figures, this buck right here is still good, and that Beast buck is probably 7 years old, but it's what everybody's getting now. And you couldn't get him in that Apocalypse wave, I believe. Whatever wave he came out with, he was very hard to get. Then they gave you a gray Beast on a retro card. And then we got this Beast, I believe right here. Yeah, this Beast again on a retro card. Okay, so this is going back to show you with this Carol Danvers situation, so people don't just overpay. Just wait a little bit. It might take a year or two, but I really believe they're gonna put that Black Widow out on a retro card, and I believe they're probably gonna put this out on a retro card again, because why would they move backwards with these figures? And they know everybody wants these figures, so moving forward, I think this will be the new, torso or situations that they'll be going into, which they should have did years ago, but it is what it is. So I would just wait and be patient, man. I wouldn't pay $100 for Wolverine, because at the end of the day, it's still a $25 action figure. Now, as far as her, she's great. She's awesome. I wouldn't even lie to you, man. Like, she can do pretty much what you want her to do besides lift her head up for the flying motion, but that ab rocker and that torso crunch, you should be able to do what you need to do and get in a flight pose. But that's pretty much it. Just telling people to be patient. These new hyper articulated bodies, man, they're gonna come along. I think it does suck with Target right now that this very exclusive figure that you could barely get a hold of, nobody's seen it in store. Once it hit online, you got somebody like me at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning randomly looking at it and like, oh, I want this, boom. So you can never, a lot of people are never really ever gonna get to it, man, not unless they do a re-release of a mass release or put it on the retro card later on and let them eat them up at abundance. Now this Wolverine, you can get him anywhere, which is dope, and he has that. But the problem is, this is a female figure. Most female figures can't get busy. You've seen the other Wolverine, that one can get really busy, man, without all that hyper articulated body, because it's already a small figure. But the female figures are really sorely in need of some better bucks. But I'm gonna leave it at that. This is the Savage Land. If you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up on my Instagram at Geppetto910. And with that being said, we do this for the love and beauty of action figures. God bless.